coming up in mid-November, the Saskatoon YMCA and YMCAs right across the country are going to be observing Peace Week. And if there was ever a year that we needed such a concept, it's probably 2020, although certainly something good to observe at all times. Happy to be joined by Serena Dallas from the Saskatoon YMCA to talk a little bit about Peace Week, as well as some of the medals that are going to be presented as part of that. Serena, thank you for chatting with us today. Do you mind, first of all, just start off talking a little bit about the idea behind Peace Week, where this came from, and why it's important to YMCAs here and across the country?
Absolutely. The biggest thing about Peace Week, it started in 1987 in Fredericton, excuse me, and it was really about recognizing, people or groups who really go above and beyond the call of duty without really substantial money or resources just to make an impact in the community. It's an amazing opportunity to think about Peace Week, not just in a non-violent kind of way, but more in a concept of, wow, how we rally together. And you don't need to have big lots of amounts of money. You don't need to have to be an older person. You could be a really young child who has a really strong heart for helping others and building a community that way.
Absolutely. You talked about the different definitions of peace, and I think that's something for people to keep in mind as well as they maybe as we head towards Peace Week, and even perhaps as people consider nominating for someone for this honor. Talk a little bit about maybe just what I talked about off the top. Maybe this is a year here in 2020 with everything we've got going on. This might be something we need now more than ever.
I would absolutely agree with that. We have seen such dramatic instances of kindness throughout this pandemic. We've all had that feeling of where we maybe couldn't go to the store. We knew of somebody who maybe couldn't get toilet paper at the beginning of this pandemic, and it was simple acts of kindness where people really reached out to other people, did grocery shopping. Some people paid for the groceries because they knew that people didn't have the capacity. They donated extra to the food banks. They rallied around each other to really help each other out, helping homeless shelters, helping a variety of people. Seniors, goodness gracious, have they been impacted greatly through this pandemic. So when we're thinking about that Peace Week, really kind of getting a sense of, wow, how has our community come together? It doesn't have to necessarily be a group of people, it could be just a single person. How has that person done something to really impact a life? I've seen all over Facebook how many people have stepped up to the plate, made masks to help seniors so they can go to the grocery store, didn't charge anything for it, out of the kindness of their heart. These are the kind of people that we're thinking about when we're thinking about Peace Week, where they're making that impact in the community and really drawing everybody within each other. COVID has pushed us where we haven't been able to be connected, but there's a lot of people who've done significant things to keep people connected.
And some of these great folks are going to be recognized with the YMCA Peace Medals, which is such a great idea in itself as part of Peace Week. Talk a little bit about the nomination process, what you're looking for in terms of nominees, and if somebody has an idea for someone who is deserving, what's the best way to get them nominated?
Great questions. So the nomination process is really, really easy. We have a nomination forms on our website. If you go to ymcasaskatoon.org, click on the resources tab, you'll find it there. And what we're really looking for, the acronym of PEACE is really, are they participating in the community? Are they empathetic and advocating for change? And, again, are they community minded, and are they empowering others to do that? That's all what peace means, is really being collective and being a part of the community. It's really easy to nominate, and we're taking nominations right up until the end of October. And we'll recognize you then in November.
Great stuff. Well, such a fantastic idea. It seems like a simple concept, but man, oh man, it sure is important. Would definitely encourage everyone to not only observe the Peace Week that we have coming up, but also if you have someone in mind, definitely get them nominated to potentially receive the Peace Medal. Serena, thanks so much for chatting with us today.
Thank you so much. And we hope that everyone knows at least one person they'd like to nominate.